Alright guys, well I'm out here at the campsite and I'm going to be doing a little bit of roughing it this weekend, and we're going to show you a little bit of the stuff that I use, some of the stuff that I got in my bug out bag, and a couple little fun little things that I made and brought out here to test out. One of the things I'm going to be testing out is this improvised water filter system that I made using some gravel, some sand, some charcoal, and then some cloth. The other thing I'm going to be testing out this weekend, I just got this. This is the Camillus Carnivore, and use it at home a little bit. Seems like a pretty good little tool. It's got a serrated edge for sawing. It's got a real sharp blade on it. It's got a tip here for digging. And it's got wire strippers on there for what, I don't know, but I don't know why you'd really need wire strippers out here, but I'm sure you can find other uses for it. So already got camp tent set up out there, and I'm going to take you guys out there and show you where I set up and kind of why I did. So it's starting to get dark a little bit, and I wanted to get down here and show you my setup before it got too dark and while we can still see. Alright, so here's the spot that I picked, right here by this very large pond. Kind of chose this spot because I think it's a pretty good location. I can do a little bit of fishing in the pond. I know it's stocked. Got the woods right there next to me. Collect my brush, my kindling, anything I need for my fire. Plus, for safety reasons, I can build my fire right there on the bank of the pond. Up that way, there's a big dead tree right there, so that'll be good for kindling. As you can, I don't know if you can hear it, but there's frogs croaking. This pond is full of frogs, so they're probably pretty small this time of year. It's kind of early spring, but maybe I might even be able to do a little gigging if I have to. Alright, so I showed up at camp a little late here. It's starting to get dark, so I want to get the fire going. Couldn't really hold the video camera and chop wood at the same time, so here's our fire we got going. Camillus actually did a really good job. See if I can show you guys here. Still got good edge on it. Still pretty sharp. Didn't chip away at the blade or nothing. Those are decent sized branches that I was cutting too. You can see right there. Not terribly big, about maybe 1.5 inches round. Didn't take me long to buzz them off there though. So once the fire gets going a little bit bigger, I'm going to try to chop up this piece of wood here too. You can see it's probably about a good, probably 3 inches round. So I'll let you guys know how it goes. Alright, so it's next morning. Slept pretty good. Wind's picked up quite a bit out here, so it was pretty easy to start my fire this morning. I was able to kind of dig up some of the hot coals underneath the ash. Threw down a little bit of the dry sagebrush that we got out here. Fire picked right up. Threw some good sized chunks of wood on it, and it's blazing pretty good. So I'm gonna cook a breakfast, and we'll do a couple things today. I'll show you guys a water filtration system here in just a little bit. Alright, so I'm boiling some water here for my breakfast, and what I ended up doing was actually pulling some of the hot coals out away from the fire, and then setting my my little pot with a cup of water in there. Looks like I'm getting a little bit of ashes in my water, but I don't really care. I'm not going to taste it anyway. So let's see see how fast this water can boil. Alright, so it didn't take long for my water to get boiling. So I'm going to go ahead and pull it off. Guys, I did figure out another purpose for the so-called wire stripper side of this Camillus. And that is to, I just spilled my water, you get the point. So it works pretty good. This thing, I actually chopped quite a bit of wood last night for the fire, and it seemed to hold up. So worked pretty good. Alright, so I think I spilled a little too much of my water in that last shot, so I went ahead and boiled some more water. Be eating today is not a real MRE, it's just freeze-dried, scrambled eggs and bacon, Mountain House. We'll see how it is. I've never tried this brand before. Picked it up at Walmart, about $6 a bag. It's about the same price as the MRE, so I'll let you guys know what I think. So I wanted to say that the breakfast was actually pretty good. I was really surprised. Real simple. I mean, the only thing I guess I don't like about it is that you actually got to boil the water, you know, as opposed to the little packets that come in the MREs to help cook the food. So, yeah, I'd recommend them. I got another packet of them for lunch. It's a beef stroganoff something or other. So I'll try that for lunch and let you guys know how that was. Alright, so here I am by the pond that I stayed by last night. We're going to test out this water filtration system that I made and check it out and see. So, the way I designed this, took a bottle, got gravel, mid-sized gravel, pea gravel, sand, charcoal, and then I got a cloth and a rubber band on the top. So what I'm going to do is take the cloth out. I'm going to take and wrap it around the top here. This is basically just to keep all the stuff in, and then keep the charcoal in, obviously. Give it kind of a last final filtration of the big stuff, which most of the big stuff should be caught in the sand. So then what I'm going to do, I'm going to flip it over. I made this so where you can just take, flip it over. It's kind of portable. It's kind of a one-time use. I guess you could probably carry it around if you can figure out a way to carry this thing upside down. But what you do is you cut the bottom out of this, and then I'm going to dump my water in, and I'm going to strain it through this way. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this and get it all set up for you. Okay, so here I got the bottom cut out of this, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to try to find a way to make this thing stay. I just got a big cup here. You can use anything. You can even, I guess, dump it right into the pot you're going to boil it in if you want. Anything you can do to get it in there. There, I got to stay. Okay, so now I got this other water bottle here. I'm going to take this down. It's got a regular old water bottle. I'm going to take this down to the pond here and get some water. You can see here, that water's pretty nasty. It's kind of yellowish. Fish pee maybe, I don't know. So, let's see how this works. going to take a while. I'm going to go ahead and let this thing skim through. Probably dump it through a couple times. And I'll show you guys what it looks like. Okay, so got the water through the filter. I ran it through about 5 times. And wouldn't say it's a failure. Water's still pretty murky. I think what went wrong, I think the issue was the sand that I used. I actually used some sand. I had a bag of sand, play sand, at the house. So I think some of the small dirt particulates may have gotten through, and that's what you're seeing here. You know, I'd say I'd still drink it, but I think next time I'll probably try some, try to find some different sand or something. I don't know if there's some cleaner sand or what. You know, as far as the charcoal, it was just some charcoal that I had in my fire pit at the house. But basically, I was doing this to kind of show you this is something that you could do out, you know, on a site like this. You know, I've got the sand might be a little hard to find. That you could probably, I'm sure you can find it somewhere. You know, the rocks, the charcoal. You can use your charcoal from a campfire. Charcoal is really just for the taste. It helps remove any odors or any taste out of the water. The sand, I think, is really what does the filtration. So obviously you still got to boil it, or use some sort of iodine tablets or bleach or iodine tablets to sanitize it. So, but yeah, I would definitely drink this. You know, boil it up and drink it. You know, and one last thing, it's real important to make sure that you use the stuff that you have in your bug out bag. You want to make sure that it works for you. You know, and that's kind of the point of this, is kind of trial and error. I mean, I tried this. I think it works. I think it does the job. Probably could do a little bit better job, but it works. You know, go through your bug out bag, even if you're at home. You know, try your fire starters. Try your water. You know, your water sanitizer. You want to make sure you have 3 of each. You know, in my bug out bag, I have a lighter, I have a magnesium fire starter, and I have a battery with some steel wool. So hopefully, no matter what situation I'm in, I can start a fire, because that's the first thing that you need. Second, well, besides water, the other thing I have is you know, you want to keep 3 forms of water with you. I have 2 bottles like this of purified water. I have a live straw, and I also have some iodine tablets in there. You know, but anything you can do to try to, when you're in a survival situation, to try to conserve those resources by using something like this, it's definitely the way to go. So thanks for watching, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. It's my first video, so go easy on me. Thanks.